Hey everyone, welcome back to the M&R show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Malcolm.
We see Malcolm is back from vacation. I mean, the
Hey.
man saw Trey Young. He's in the club with hookah. I mean, he's having a hell of a time, man.
Hey, man, I had a good time. But you know, the best time was seeing your Dallas Cowboys lose. Like that might. And you know, it's crazy. I wish I was at the show last time because I really wish I could really talk about this. It was good. I wish I had Mont on the show. We can definitely talk about it. Mont still is lost. Like, it was a great weekend. I think I had one of the best weekends ever. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to sit on the bench and do it and sit on the couch and watch it, it's cool because it was so fun seeing a Cowboys fan being so happy. Look at our TikTok now. You see what happened on TikTok. How everybody was happy. And now they was sad.
TikTok is
good. It was just a great experience. Just a great experience. Follow us on TikTok, Malc and Ron. I want you to make sure you start that. But yeah.
For sure, follow the TikTok. Hell of a weekend for, the Steelers fan and the Cowboys fan. So, I'm still in recovery. Sadly, I've rewatched the game, sadly, twice now. So, pain.
Ooh, that's crazy.
But anyway, I think we have a really good topic for today. I mean, we got Josh Allen playing. We got Patrick Mahomes playing. So, Malcolm, who do you think is going to win the game, Chiefs or Bills?
I'm going to continue on with my Bills train, I'm definitely going to say the Bills. Now, everybody asks me, why are you picking the Bills? You're dumb. It's a dumb decision. But have you seen what Brian Daboll did, the offensive coordinator for the Bills, done last game? You see, if he gets in the rhythm, you can't be stopped. Before we even start with this, we got to understand what the Chiefs have to do. They have to get better with their starts. Past some games, they haven't been very good as far as starting the game. And what the Bills emphasize is going all out, being able to start very good and during the start of the game. But one thing is that the Chiefs defense, they slip. They average about 26 points per 0.3 points per game the past 3 games. They've been allowing a lot of people come in and run through them or pass through them. Even though the Steelers didn't really do that much, they still put up 21 points. But this Bills team is coming in red hot. Their defense, which we thought was going to take a step back, they didn't at all. And Josh Allen is looking as comfortable as he's been all season. Everything is clicking right now for the Buffalo Bills. They have finally added a receiver, Emmanuel Sanders, to go along with Stephon Diggs. And I'm telling you, who's going to stop this duo of Stephon Diggs and Emmanuel Sanders? Who's going to do it? And I just don't think that the Chiefs have everything to do to be able to stop it. On defense, the Bills last time they played against the Chiefs, they was only rushing 4 people. They had a lot of people in coverage, which forced some errors for Patrick Mahomes, who had 2 picks that game, and he had 2 sacks. So they was reaching home to Patrick Mahomes with 2 sacks in the game. So with only 4 rushers. So I really have confidence in this Bills team to be able to pull off this upset. I understand that it's an away game and the Bills will be coming to Kansas City, but I just think that the Bills have a chance to be able to win this game.
Yeah, I definitely give the Bills a chance, and I think whoever wins this game punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. My personal opinion. I think it's just bad luck that the Bills had to face this in the divisional round versus the conference. It's a sad case. So I'm going to pick the Bills to lose the game. I do have Kansas City winning. Kansas City's had a top 10 defense since week 5. Ever since week 5, week 6, they've been on a roll defensively. Very surprising. The unit, Frank Clark, we know playoff Frank. He's top 5 in playoff sacks for his career. We know Willie McGinnis still somehow holds the record after all these years with 16 sacks in the playoffs. But Frank Clark is up there. So hopefully we can get a little Frank Clark love on this show, a little resurgence. We got the Honey Badger still playing slot corner, box safety, free safety, whatever the Chiefs need. Last time that they played, Daniel Sorensen played 100% of the snap for the Chiefs. We know that won't be happening this week, or they probably will lose the game again. Then I think Patrick Mahomes, his ego is going to boost him a little bit. We saw last week. I think he kind of is listening to the haters saying, PFF saying that Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than him this season. He was 10th, Kirk Cousins was 9th. I think Patrick Mahomes' ego is getting a little boosted. He was 30 for 39 last week, 5 touchdowns, 400 yards. I think he's going to be lit up. Then finally, we got the young boy Jerick McKinnon. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he better get right, because the Chiefs might have found themselves an explosive running back with him and Darrell Williams. We all know Darrell Williams isn't a starting caliber running back, but he plays a role. He's like a James White. He can catch. He can get little touches here and there. He's not a starting running back, but he's valuable. So you need someone to take those like more heavier loads of carries. And I think that can be Jerick McKinnon. And he's showing that he can be an explosive player, averaging 5 yards a carry last week. So I'm definitely excited to see what the Kansas City offense and defense can do. But like Malcolm is saying, Josh Allen is coming off of the greatest playoff game in the wild card I think I've ever seen. So, I mean, he's really, come on, like Brian Dable called a game where the team had 0 punts. Like, I don't care how good the game plan is, that is no punts in a playoff game against a Bill Belichick team. They try to make a statement. But Kansas City scored 42. So, this is the battle of some real hot teams. It should be a great week.
Yeah, I feel you. You said Jerick McKinnon. I think that he needs Clyde Edwards-Helaire back because at the end of the day, yes, Jerick McKinnon had a good playoff game, but it was against the Steelers who have the worst rushing defense in the league. Now you're playing against that's what I'm saying. Now you're going against the Buffalo Bills team, who is a lot more better defensive team as far as rushing and as far as stopping the run, and in the Buffalo Bills and. Those are going to be the problems. We always thought that since they lost their top corner that it was going to be a problem. But Micah Hyde back there in the safety spot, he is doing what he has to do. And that's a problem. And Jordan Poyer, these guys are doing what they have to do. That line is still going after the quarterback. So that's some things that we have to look at. And Sean McDermott is a doggone good coach. And it is going to be a game, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I can say we're gonna see 2 elite quarterbacks with 2 elite coaches. That's a recipe for the Super Bowl. I mean, that is what it is. It is. You at least need you need either an elite coach and a good to great quarterback, or a great or elite quarterback with a decent coach. But these teams have both. So both these teams are Super Bowl aspirations. Like Malcolm said, Tre'Davious White went down, I think week 11. Like he went down towards the middle of the season. The pass defense for the Bills has not taken a step back. It's unbelievable. He's an all-pro-esque corner. But like Malcolm said as well, this is the best safety tandem in the NFL. They have 2 Pro Bowl caliber safeties back there. Even though one's a box, but they play a lot of cover too. So even though Poyer is a strong safety, he's playing a lot of cover 2 coverage as well. He's been doing a good job with tight ends. So I can't wait to see the Travis Kelce matchup. I'm really excited to see L'Jarius Sneed versus Diggs. I doubt it's a 1-on-1 matchup because we know Diggs is elite. We seen what he did to Marshawn Lattimore on primetime TV. Lattimore is top 5 and Diggs embarrassed him on the goal line. So we got to make sure that the Kansas City is not running that coverage that they were doing with Jamar Chase week 17. Because they're trying to do Tre'Davious Ward 1-on-1 with Stephon Diggs. He's going to embarrass them even more than they did when they tried to put Jamar Chase 1-on-1 with Tre'Davious Ward.
Yep, you're doggone right about that. But but one thing before we move on, it's just so exciting and so relaxing to see, refreshing to see that you say that Josh Allen's an elite quarterback.
Oh my God.
We can go ahead. We can go ahead.
Oh my God. I have him as number 4 in my quarterback rankings. But all right, now moving on, we talk about someone that I have in my top 2 in the quarterback rankings. Now, San Francisco 49ers, they beat America's team last week. Number 1 view team last week, 40 million views. Their Nick coverage, they're feeling hot. They're feeling good. Deebo Samuel, all pro. They're feeling good. Now they're going into Green Bay, the number 1 team, number 1 record in the NFL. But what would this mean if Aaron Rodgers somehow gets upset at Lambeau Field this weekend?
Well, before I start off, you said number 2. That's just, I can debate with you. I think that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL. But we can continue on. We can talk about that another day. But the pressure that Aaron Rodgers will get, number 1, I think that they're going to win this game. And the pressure that Aaron Rodgers will get, that if he does not win this game, it will be more on the organization than on Aaron Rodgers. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you one thing. Aaron Rodgers can do anything he wants. He can go to the Super Bowl. He can go to the NFC Conference, the championship. He can lose. He can win. He can do what he wants. And the organization needs to make sure that Aaron Rodgers is good and that he wants to come back to their organization. Because Aaron Rodgers doesn't feel the pressure to produce. He already won a Super Bowl for the Green Bay Packers. Now, one thing that we could talk about pressure-wise, we changed the question up a little bit as far as him being able to have that, pressure towards him being compared to guys like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, these type of guys who've won multiple championships. Now that is a question we can say, yeah, this could be a lot of pressure because this is a very good Green Bay team as far as defensive wise and offensively. They tried to give him all the pieces of the puzzle. They think that this was going to work, so Aaron Rodgers really has to produce with it. But at the end of the day, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't produce, that will be a question towards of how he compared with, the top quarterbacks, not really how much pressure he compares with his organization. Because at the end of the day, the organization is under pressure if he loses this game.
Yeah, I was thinking about this one a lot. I think it's like what happens in the game. Like if San Francisco just like dominates them, 200 yards rushing, they had 160 last week on Dallas. So if they do that again, or have a better rush attack, it's like okay, the GM has not constructed the roster as well as we thought. I don't think that will happen. I think that they've had a constant effort in trying to fix that. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, is first team All-Pro. One year, $2 million. They probably won't get him for that again. But this season he's on a very team-friendly deal, and he still made first team All-Pro. Kenny Clark is still a good nose tackle. But we all know Green Bay historically has not been the toughest team. They're still a finesse team. But Za'Darius Smith is back. Jair Alexander now is back. Preston Smith is back. Whitney Merciless, who they traded for, is also back this week. So they're getting healthy at the right time is the point. Like they had a week off. I'm pretty sure they'll win the game. But going towards the question, if they did lose, what does that mean for Rodgers? I mean, it's another wasted MVP season. Another MVP waste. I think this is his third or this is his fourth, maybe. I'm not sure it's third or fourth. He only has one Super Bowl. It'd be real sad if we just wasted another MVP caliber season. Especially if he goes out in the divisional round, it's gonna leave a bad taste. Now, it's also gonna bring up the case like, is he out of there now? Like, is he like, they don't really care about me? I want some Russell Wilson. Like, look, y'all not doing enough for me to win. I'm requesting to go where I want to go. And maybe the Washington football team, the Malcolm's boys. I mean, hey,
I was about to put that up. I'm glad you put it up. You said,
hey, maybe the Washington football team for the fans, that watch the show. I'm just saying. So then, but then also we gotta think like, I love LaFleur, I love what he's done, but what is going on? It's because they're above mediocre and they're above good, so they're still at the great level. But it's like, why are we stuck at great? What's going on? And it's like they're not getting blown out. All the games are close. So it's like, can LaFleur not coach them to beat a McVay or a Shanahan or his compadres again? So I really want to see what happens with the coaches. Like, what's going to be the narrative after this game? Is like the real argument. Like, it's going to be like Rodgers choked again. Will it be that the GM is Phil Rodgers again? Or will it be that LaFleur is not who we thought he was? What do you think, Malcolm?
I don't think that LaFleur will be any problem because at the end of the day, he went to 3 straight 13-1 seasons after your guy, Mike McCarthy, was coaching Aaron Rodgers, and we understand how that went. So I really don't think the organization I don't think that Matt LaFleur is facing any pressure if Aaron Rodgers stay or leave. He will be the coach of the future for the Green Bay Packers with Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers as quarterback. This would be more on the organization as a whole. You're having a guy like Aaron Rodgers, top 3 player, maybe like the top 5 quarterbacks of all time as far as talent-wise, leaving your organization. That's a problem. You got Brett Favre leave your organization before. Now you have Aaron Rodgers leaving your organization before. That just shows something about your organization that, you're not putting the most important players at your position first. And I think that would be a problem for, the Green Bay Packers, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Rodgers deserves to go out like Ben. We got them clapping for Ben last week. Like, hey, let's look at Ben. Did we see how he played in his last season? I get it. He gonna be like, everybody gets, Ben deserves it because he does have 2 Super Bowls and everything. But Aaron Rodgers deserves that. If Ben can get that in a playoff game where they're basically letting him lose the game for them, then Rodgers deserves to be there as long as he would like to. And we've seen what happened when they let Brady go in New England. It was the wrong decision. I don't care how good Mac Jones turned out to be. To me, at least as of today, that was the wrong decision. He's already won the Super Bowl, and he's on his way possibly to a second. So you see the proofs in the pudding Only thing I can say is that Aaron Rodgers just won't commit to not retiring after the season. That's the only weird thing. But I don't think he's gonna retire. But besides that, we'll see. I hope the narrative. I'm excited to see how the media would spin the narrative, though, if they lose to Jimmy Garoppolo in the San Francisco 49ers. I just would love to see this narrative. But Malcolm, any final words?
Hey, if he loses to the San Francisco and he wants to leave, great. Washington football team should be calling Daniel Snyder should be calling, giving him the doggone franchise if he wants to leave, Green Bay. And I know, hey, I don't like Daniel Snyder, but there's one thing I know that I really like that he's going to do. He will put all his marbles in the basket
for
to get what he wants.
He's gonna play that chicken.
He would definitely do that. If he wants something to splash, this will be a big splash that he would love to have. Everybody will forget about Daniel Snyder and the things that he did. Hopefully, I don't think that's going to happen.
If you're going to get your chicken, you're going to Washington. If he needs any more money, you're good there. Exactly. He's going to pay that check. So.
Exactly. That's one thing I can say about Daniel Snyder. He do a good job at, and I know this will be the good opportunity for him to take those talents and be able to get Aaron Rodgers services. But I have nothing to say after that.
All right, for sure though. We're gonna see, and again, I can't wait to see the narrative. But I mean, once again, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or YouTube, make sure just to subscribe, share with your friends, the M&R Show on all of those platforms. Malcolm.
Hey, y'all, continue with support us and stuff like that. We got different things coming on Twitter at Malc and Ron Show, on Instagram, Malc and Ron Show, different posts, different, hot takes. Ron likes to talk about his Washington Wizards trash. But, we have a lot of stuff going on, so make sure you tune in. We appreciate y'all support. Y'all guys have a great one.
All right.
All right.